Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Yo, let's go! It's the Friday night AtGames show. Welcome to the show, to the show, to the show. Let's go! It's Friday! It's Friday night, so let's make a toast and let's say what's up to your show host. We got Brooklyn, Menace, and Papa Brad. Don't mess with Nick, so he'll get mad. Steps came in the family. Shout out to the chat room and community. Show your skill and let's have some fun. And keep on playing till the night is done. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Yo, let's go! It's the Friday night AtGames show. Welcome to the show, to the show, to the show. Let's go! It's Friday. The one quarter challenge may start a fight, but we always have fun 'cause it's Friday night. We're not like the others, we're saying names, 'cause on the show we actually play the game. So crack the beer, let's spark up the ball. We got solid girl in a tight blue thong. Not being a bear, no, I'm just a man. Gonna shoot my rings while I scream, oh yeah! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Yo, let's go! It's the Friday night AtGames show. Welcome to the show, to the show, to the show. Let's go! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! Yeah! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! Smash the like, yeah! It's Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday, yo! Let's go! It's the Friday Night Game Show! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Let's go! It's the Friday Night AtGames show. Welcome to the show, to the show, to the show. Let's go! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! Yeah! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! Smash the like, yeah! It's Friday!
Yes. What is up? Happy Friday, everybody.
It's Friday.
The first time you heard the song, right?
Yeah, I didn't know Brooklyn had a new song. I've been sick the last couple weeks. I missed it. Now it's in my head. It's Friday, Friday.
Haven't we been playing that for a year already? What is going on? Brooklyn Menace back with the Friday night arcade show, the late night show for the home arcade community. And man, I have half the home arcade community with me tonight from the Rexer show and the Kev Gret channel. It is Kev Gret.
What's up, everybody? We are with the hotel crew tonight. Brooklyn and Alex.
Invite the maids in.
Yeah, the maids are going to come in. We're going to get turned down service after the show. Woo!
Also, from the Ichabod show, another show I'm kind of a part of, right? Am I at this point?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are all part of the Ichabod show.
And iiRcadian. What up, Ichabod Crane?
Woo!
Hey,
Ichabod.
happy to be here.
We also
We had a
have
good time at PJ Wellahan's. We saw some famous people.
Glenn was going to be here with us tonight, but he can't be here with us tonight. But we'll be back with Glenn tomorrow night, probably going out to dinner.
But we got a special guest,
He's,
though,
he's
right?
We
right
do.
here on our
There
What's
he is.
happening?
Brad?
Woohoo!
Brad,
What's happening?
Special guest.
what's
Looking
going on?
good, man.
Should I keep it like this, Brad? Nah, I'll probably just do this.
Yeah, that's better.
And we got I think we got a few
Like
people
this,
watching.
Yeah.
It literally
yeah.
took me to like the last second
Yeah,
booking
no, I
the
can
show.
see this.
We went out to dinner. By the way, yeah, title of the show, too many YouTubers, because I was planning on having too many YouTubers on the show tonight because we are all together at Too Many Games in Oaks, Pennsylvania. So yeah, we all we all had a relatively easy drive from where we all live, and we all met up. And man, it's been great.
Yeah, dude, I don't do conventions, and this is my first one, I think, in a long, long time. And dude, what a day. We didn't really do much, but we had such a good time.
Dark Realm Gaming, he's just dropping by to leave a thumbs up. That's
All
like,
right.
I'm here to leave a thumbs up.
Get the
Take
thumbs
care
up,
of
get
him.
out of
I'm
here.
outta
Thank you.
Someone else is on that. I'd rather watch than you.
But he's still gonna give you a thumbs up.
Cornicade must be live.
Yeah.
See, Chaotic BPR there in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, we really had a good time today. First of all, it was great to meet Glenn. You know, we spent a lot of time with him. Glenn has like prime real estate. When you first walk into Too Many Games, he's pretty much the first person you meet up with. So it's like everyone's got to pass him.
Yeah.
And Glenn was like, got the hookup. I got this on my VIP pass, and we all have different passes. And show them the back. Go stand up. Show them the back of your pass.
Look at that
Glenn
name
is
you got on the
front
back
and
of every
center.
pass. Wow.
Glenn made
Yes.
it. Look at that.
Big time.
Pass. And dude, how packed was it today?
It was. I got here at 2 o'clock when it opened, and you could barely get a parking spot. It was packed. Everyone having a good time. Smiles everywhere in the crowd. Big crowds, lots of fun, and
A lot of cosplay.
cosplayers everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I did not expect that because I didn't think it was that type of convention, but you get everybody coming out
There
to
was
this.
like
Yes.
a group of Call of Duty guys or
Yeah,
something that.
yeah, we
and
saw
I was
that.
like, oh no, it's there's like.
Man.
I thought the cops were coming.
I
thought
met
it was some kind of
a
situation.
beautiful cosplayer today that I stopped and had a little chat. I heard her, today I was, you didn't see a lot of live streaming. You'll probably see a lot more of that tomorrow. Today, I was doing more of like the semi-professional 4K type content, which will all be edited together later. Tomorrow, we'll have the 4K camera going. We will have my GoPro strapped to one of us. And also, you could probably expect a lot of live streaming throughout the day. We literally, between Kev and I, we have like a freaking mobile studio out with us.
Yeah.
What's crazy, this is just all like secondary stuff. I did not bring any of my, my studio at home. That stays set up how it is. Yeah. But at least we can throw something together, with this. I hope the sound is okay. I got the mobile Shure mic here. Smaller mic, but it seems to do pretty well with the sound. What did we have for dinner? What was the place? I had told these guys.
PJ Wellahans.
Yeah, I told them about a hamburger place that I remembered. But as we were after walking for about 20 minutes, I was like, I just want to warn you, I am going by about 3 years ago. So I cannot promise it's there.
No hamburger.
It
no
is now an
hamburger place.
Indian restaurant. So, but Kev had spotted out in the distance. What did you see, Kev?
That was a PJ Wellahans, which is a chain up here in Philadelphia. I don't know if they're national, but they're basically like your burger place, like a Red Robin type place, and
Sports bar.
sports bar theme. So we were like, thank goodness, and they had no wait, so we kind of went in there after Brooklyn had us walk for like 3 hours, and
It was packed.
it was packed.
Every massive 10 million YouTuber subscriber channel, they all came in past us, and we were explaining to Ichabod who everybody was.
Yeah, no
I knew
joke.
the one guy. The one I think his name is Penguins. Is that his name?
No,
The guy with the long straight hair.
I don't think that was Penguins though. It was. I think it's talking about Woods.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
Beat 'em
maybe it
up.
was-
I think it was beat 'em up. But yeah, no joke. There was a table with about 10 million subscribers total amongst them, just coming in and like 10 deep, rolling at the big boy table.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to see that. It's like,
Kev and I went to the Spawn Wave, like they did a live show. It was pretty funny. After we were hanging out over by Glenn, and you know they were all coming. They must have just finished their show and were coming out. And I was like, let me run over. You know, I like RGT 85, and I like Spawn Wave. So I was like, yeah. Well, yeah, we ran into beat 'em ups a few times today. And yeah, stopped, took a picture with him. Like I tell these guys, I was telling them, like, I don't care about these voice actors. I like YouTubers, you know. So it was pretty funny, yeah, because I was talking to RGT and I was like giving them stickers, and I was like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm Brooklyn Menace. And then what did RGT say?
he's like, oh, I know you, Brooklyn. I've seen your stuff.
It feels really good, and I like the pump action on it. Like it legit feels like a shotgun in your hand. So, yeah, I dig it. I think it's super cool. You can hit start on the side.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're in the home arcade community. So he's come across, he just didn't know at that time. It was
Yeah.
funny to see him. He's like, oh, yeah, nice to meet you. So it was kind of cool to see a big YouTuber mutually recognize and respect us little guys. It was pretty cool.
Kev refused
I was not
to
going to
say who he was to anybody due to his association with the Rexer show.
Keep a low profile.
He's like, Brad, he's like, I'm Brooklyn Menace, and this, and I just stood there, and he looked at me, and I was like, I ain't
And I'm
telling you,
Brooklyn's friend. I'm definitely not part of the Rexer show.
I did not want to use the word Rexer after what we did on that, you know, we called him out. I was like, nope, hey, it was good to meet you, RGT. I did get some quotes from him in a video that Brooklyn shot.
Yeah.
I asked him about his Arcade 1-Up collection, so we do have some funny clips
That's
from
good.
Sean, RGT, about his Arcade 1-Ups. But yeah, a lot of people we met today, I don't think I said I'm Ken Grant or from the Rexer show. I did not want to handle that heat, Brad.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So they got a lot of pinball machines and arcades there?
Not as many pinball machines, but a lot of arcades, like just older pinball machines.
Yeah, so Brad, you come into this place, and it's obviously, you know what it is. It's a huge warehouse with multiple different sections. All the way in the back, they have the free coin ops, and there's only about 8 pinballs. I have video of it, but no like recent Stearns, nothing that was like they had a Simpsons there, which
So it's not like Southern Fried Gaming where there's like
No.
hundreds of machines.
No, and Brad, if I'm being honest, like just walking around just the regular games, there wasn't like a huge amount, and some were down, and I'm like, this place just opened. How do you have some games down already?
Yeah, we'll do it old school style. Could you even see that?
Yeah,
It's,
so
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
that's I mean, wood beat 'em ups.
Yeah, so Brad, like on the first day, Brooklyn and I were just kind of like walking around, getting a lay of the land, and so we really didn't dive into playing this stuff. We're gonna definitely do that all day tomorrow. But what surprised me was we got here at like 2 o'clock. Next thing I know, look at my watch, it's 5 o'clock, then it's 7
Yeah,
o'clock.
time flies, huh?
You're in this like weird vapor zone where time is just gone. And we're like, what did we do today? We saw panels, we hung out with Glenn, but we didn't really like buy anything. We were scoping out some things, and we didn't play a lot of games.
They have a lot of vendors selling games.
Brad, it's wall-to-wall vendors, and
Tons of vendors, huh?
you know, Brad,
Me,
Brad,
RGT, and Spawn Wave. Sorry to keep cutting you.
I know you're like a collector, so they have everything that you can
Oh,
hope
wow.
for. You know, it was cool. I posted one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. I posted a post about an Action Max mint in box for 150. That's like the original light gun shooter from back in the 80s. It's like it was a VHS system where you played a VHS tape and used your gun to shoot.
Oh
the
my
sensor.
goodness.
Yeah, and I saw one mint in box for because I owned one back in '86.
Let me know if you find any of those hard to get evercade cards.
You know,
Because I'm on the hunt for some of the rare ones.
I'm not going to pull this too hard. Right next to us, of course, we have an evercade here with us.
Oh,
we
you
also
gotta
have
have
an
an
iArcade. But some stupid person that I don't want to name forgot that you have to bring the power brick.
Oh,
Forget that you have
You know,
to bring it.
Power
I
brick.
just
Because
forgot to bring it.
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
run
you
on
didn't forget.
batteries.
oh my
I
goodness.
was more concerned with putting blankets over my.
Oh, it's so much work too.
And
Yeah,
All that
exactly.
work, all that
Safe
work
in
to
the
forget the
car.
power brick. Oh
He's
my
lugging it through
goodness.
the hotel, Brad.
I feel
People's
sorry
looking
for
at
you.
us.
Yeah, you should have seen it, Punk Brad. Everybody's looking at us in the hotel. I'm carrying this thing around.
The iRcade's not exactly light either. I mean, it's a pretty
No, it's-
beefy.
but it's
Even if you
wide,
got the
Brad, as
top
you
half
know.
of it, it's
It's
big and
light,
bulky.
It's awkward. It's so wide. You got to put your arms around that.
I'm
thing.
used to carrying it around.
But
Yeah.
Brad, to answer your question, Brooklyn and I were looking for some Evercade carts because we're like, let's see what they're gonna mark these up.
Is it
We
all
didn't
just
find
Nintendo?
any
Probably
Evercade.
nothing,
see
huh?
any so far, but it's so stacked with stuff.
Yeah.
But we did see so many cool items. Guys selling marquees, selling magnets of marquees. Right?
Yeah.
Kev's gonna probably pick up a
Dude.
few tomorrow.
I saw the short of the cool arcade furniture where they had
Yeah.
they had the monitor that rotated.
That was insane.
That was awesome.
That was
That's
so cool.
it's like you want a cool shelf to put your video games on.
Vertical
There could be
and-
nothing cooler than that for a shelf.
Shout out Rich Wadello. Shout out E. Leo, Jason Little Alien,
What's up,
Meatball
guys?
Saucy. Thanks for all chilling out with us. We are together in Oaks, Pennsylvania at Too Many Games. Actually, Ichabod will be joining us for the first time, even though he managed somehow to get in tonight.
Yeah,
They were trolling me. So we were outside.
Oh yeah, that was.
And first of all, we were having a great time because someone has a legitimate crazy taxi in real life outside. He keeps pulling up, and then he'll open the door and say, "Want a ride?" And he's just giving people rides around the freaking parking
Can I
lot
show
all
it?
day.
Yeah, there you go.
See if you can show him the picture.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Back it up a tiny bit.
Oh yeah, it's a convertible, huh?
Yeah, dude. And
That's
he was-
badass.
Yeah.
And the
It-
guy
it was
driving it
badass.
has the wig, Brad, so he looks like the dude. And he's like, "Want a ride?" And everyone's jumping in it. He's just riding you around the parking lot.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so we were standing out there, and I'm like, I call Ichabod's phone, right? And Glenn picks up, and they're freaking trolling me. I'm like, wait, this is Glenn. What are you doing? How are you on Ichabod's phone? He's like, I don't know. You called me. I said, no, I didn't. I called Ichabod's phone. Like, how are you there? He's like, I don't know. And I was like, did you? Then he's saying like he's inside. So I'm like, how the hell is he inside? Then we go inside, go back over to Glenn, and he's nowhere to be found. I'm like, what the hell's going? So we go walking back out. They're like, oh, he went that way. We go walking back out.
Says Saturday. I have a Saturday pass.
Oh.
But
I
he
snuck.
snuck
I
in.
went. I used it as a Friday pass anyway.
Yes, that is Kev Brett.
What's up, Biggie?
So we go back outside, and then he's not outside. I call the phone again, and then Glenn picks up a second time. I'm like, oh yeah, they're screwing me. They're just trolling the shit out of
Meanwhile,
us.
Brooklyn and I probably walked 4 miles today, and now they're making us walk all the way in, Brad, where you have to walk down this long hallway, and we walked it twice in the last 10 minutes trying to find him. And then I'm just like, tell him to come outside. What are they doing? And then he finally appeared out of nowhere when we went back in to Glenn's booth.
I'm also wearing one of the loudest shirts I've ever worn in my life. But
That's nice.
What
I'm
if we go
admiring
to
it.
this
It's
convention?
Brad,
I like
the amount
that.
of looks that Brooklyn got wearing this shirt is
the
ridiculous.
Donkey Kong, man.
It's the
That's
angry
fire.
Donkey Kong. Look at it.
That is definitely awesome.
That shirt is louder than your intro song.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, a few
Let's
girls
see the
actually
back.
stopped him and was like, "What's on your
at that.
shirt?" It was hilarious.
That.
It was, I was like, "Brooklyn's famous for that shirt."
You got to get some videos of you with some cosplayers tomorrow, Brooklyn.
I
Yeah, he's
ordered.
got
We
it.
need some fresh
I didn't
ones.
bother too many today, but one. I mean, she was beautiful, right?
Yeah, I mean, Brad, she was dressed like Bayonetta and honest to God, like the costume was great. She was great, and Brooklyn goes right up to her. He's like imagine Brooklyn
Fearless.
in that shirt coming up. Hey, what are you supposed to be? He says to her. And she's like, oh, she was Brad. She was so nice. And then he's running around there with the camera. He's like taking a professional photo shoot.
Oh,
and
my
it was like
goodness.
so funny to watch. And like she's posing, so she loved it. She was very
Yeah,
happy.
she was cool.
Yeah,
And then
she was
I
cool.
met up with her later. I found her and just gave her a couple of stickers for the channel. Some other dude I was walking. What were they dressed as? Like Mortal Kombat
I don't
or
know
some
if it's
anime
Kingdom
stuff?
Hearts or something.
I have no idea. I'm walking and they're like, they kind of stopped me, said something about my hat. I said thank you, kept going, and then some
called you back.
security guy came over and said, "Hey, they want you to come back." So went back. You know, we introduced ourselves as low tier YouTubers.
Garbage D tier YouTuber.
But they was excited to meet us. He subscribed to the channel there on the spot. So
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't have the
Yeah.
stickers with me, like a dummy. I put a bunch of my stuff in Kev's car, and to keep the stickers safe, I brought a bunch just to give out here to people. I gave them out to a bunch of big YouTubers. They probably already threw them in the trash. Or we'll find them like stuck up.
Yeah.
Stuck up on like the garbage can at too
Yeah.
many games. Yeah, but I knew we would eventually run into these guys again. We ran into their whole crew, gave them all like a bunch of stickers.
Dude, Brad, people like to get free things, especially stickers, even if they don't know
Yeah.
you. But if it's
Yeah,
a cool
that's all
sticker,
good.
They're like, dude, stickers.
I
And
still
Yeah.
owe Brad like a bunch of these stickers.
I never got any stickers.
you never had,
I'm
oh,
waiting.
wait, he's got like 100 of them.
I brought 100 of each. It's not like it's smart, like promotion of the channel, because there's no way to even tell like
No QR code.
what channel to go to, and it doesn't
Yeah.
even have the channel name on it. I guess the second one does say Friday Night Arcade Show, but that's not the channel.
Yeah, you can't find it by
It's
that.
only for real.
But it's
fans.
just just
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about growing the audience? Let's keep your current fans happy.
You gotta keep it underground, Brooklyn. You gotta keep it
Yeah,
underground.
you don't want to go mainstream, Brooklyn. Who cares about RGT?
You don't want to sell out.
I was coming up with all these plans. How I was telling them at dinner, because all the big YouTubers came by us, and I was like, I'm gonna go at the end of the meal. When you grab my camera, I'm gonna go dive on the table and start begging and pleading for them to take me with them into like successful
community.
YouTube land.
Yeah.
And if they say yes, I'm gonna turn around to Ichabod and Kev Grant. I'm like, F you guys, get the F out of here. I don't need you anymore.
Brad, do you know how many people come up to these guys and they're just walking around like they're real
Oh
celebrities?
yeah, they're
It's
famous.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, and RGT with
Video
their
game
big
famous.
fat macho man shades. So
I saw them glasses, man. He was walking around like a pimp, man.
Yeah, he's totally pimped out. And to be honest, the Spawn Wave panel they had, he was the star of it because he was shining with his personality. And he just
Okay.
sat there with his shades and stuff. And just a heads up, Too Many Games is live streaming all this, Brad. So you could have
Okay.
watched the RGT panel just on their YouTube. Too Many Games, all one word.
Okay.
And they're going to be streaming all day tomorrow as well. But yeah, it was, to be honest, it was kind of cool seeing some of these guys, whether you like them or not. They're just here chilling, just like us, having a good time.
I like them all. When we walked in?
To Spawn Wave. So what kind of panels and events do they have tomorrow that you guys are going to be hitting?
Yeah, so tomorrow, Brad, I'll pull it up. Honest to God, one of the biggest things I'm excited for is from 2 to 4, they're doing cosplay wrestling again. And they bring local promotions out,
Wrestling.
and they dress as like Mario and Luigi, and
Oh, wow.
they put on a
That'll be
good
fun.
show. It's
Yeah,
Brooklyn streamed it
Amateur
last time.
wrestling's fantastic.
Dude, it was awesome.
I'm not going to
telling you.
stream it this time, but
Nah.
I am going to video it to add into the video. I'm not going to do like a documentary style video, but I am going to do one that is just it's going to go with music, just a lot of quick cuts.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's the way to do it.
You'll get to see a lot. But it's not going to be, you're not going to be sitting there for 4 hours, and it will be the quality is going to be high. It's
Yeah.
you could stream
Yeah,
it.
produced.
I took off the I decided to drop it off 4K. I just dropped it down to 2K. I don't really need to shoot 4K. No one's going to really be able to tell the difference, and I don't think many people will stream it in 4K anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, the quality will look good.
Yeah, so Brad, I pulled up the schedule, and here's some of the panels I'm going to try to hit tomorrow. So they have a panel called Guessing Games just from reading their Steam reviews, whatever that is.
Okay.
And then there's one called Gaming Through the Generations. So that'll be cool. Then they have one called Producing an Actual Play Podcast, Everything You Don't See on Screen. And then they have the Spawncast meet and greet with the whole crew from RGT and all the Spawncast. And then there's a Sonic panel, Brad, all about Sonic. It's gonna be hosted by one of the guys from IGN. So that sounds pretty cool. But here's one for you, Brad. At 5 o'clock, they're having a panel on the weirdest video game consoles ever created.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
sounds
That'd be fun.
That sounds cool. Now you can stream that, Brad, if you're
My
interested.
call.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
And then at 6:30, there's something called Sonic Live, and it's a panel designed for all Sonic fans, hosted by well-known Sonic content creators, Sam Procrastinates and a bunch of guys I don't know, but just all about Sonic. So that's a bunch of panels that I picked that I would want to watch. But there's there's
cool.
competitions. There's like Brooklyn and I saw an 8 TV setup for Mario Kart. And they're doing and it was so cool to see 8 players on 8 different 23-inch screens playing at once. It was cool.
Oh, that does sound cool.
They got Tetris tournaments. They have a amateur ice cold beer tournament. You know that.
Oh, that's fun. The ice cold beer game's fun.
Yeah, but I couldn't find
What's
it.
that?
It's a mechanical game.
You control these
levers that go up, and you have to go up
You
and
gotta
not
keep
get
the
in the
ball,
holes.
and get them into the right holes.
Yeah, AtGames is supposed
Yeah.
to give us that, Brad.
A
Eventually.
digital.
Oh,
form,
right.
digital
that one. Yeah, I've
version.
seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got a bunch of goodies when I got here today, right? And it was so funny because I'm kind of like telling Kev, yeah, I'm getting all this stuff, but I think like the mini boss, I kind of like the shirt because they have like, it's kind of like what's on your pad.
Yeah,
They have
well,
Mario and Luigi.
Brad, let's take a step back. When you come to these conventions, there's like tiered levels. So like you can just get your ticket pass, but Brooklyn pimped out for the high package, which comes with
I got the VIP.
bunch. He's got a VIP package. I'm just me and Ichabod are just regular schmucks. We just paid the regular.
Oh yeah,
Entry
yeah,
fee,
that's
but
I don't
cool.
have to wait online
But
or anything.
but this guy pimped out for the mini boss, which comes with some
But,
crazy.
yeah,
Well, that's
my
cool.
favorite thing is
You get
this
a backpack.
Army
dude.
backpack.
Well, that's pretty
And
dope.
I didn't realize until today. I'm like, well, why not have umbrella stuff? And you guys are getting like, if the other shirt was like this cool Mario and Luigi looking evil, and Kev's like, dude, Resident Evil, Umbrella Corporation. And then I'm looking at then I look at the font. I'm like,
Oh
I'm
wow.
such a dumbass.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, now it makes sense. I got this army bag.
It's a
And
nice bag.
We're gonna check out what's in it because we didn't even really look through it yet, right?
Yeah, no, and
This has
Packed
been
with
just
giveaways?
stored over by Glenn.
yeah,
all
Brad,
day.
I think the price differential from what I got to what he got was like $100 and something, and it looks like the value is here for that. We have to see, but this bag alone is like at least a $50 bag.
Yeah,
at
the
least.
bag
Could
is
be more stuff.
Is
Yeah.
themed to Resident Evil?
Yeah, yes.
Team Resident Evil.
Because people go crazy for that stuff as far as
Yeah.
collectibles.
I don't know how, Brad. I don't know how they get away with it because, like, when you go to the show, they have like Ms. Pac-Man shirts that say too many games in the logo. I know they're
that's
not
cool.
paying the license. I guess you can get away with it by changing it
Yeah.
slightly for the. But that's what this bag is. It has too many games in the Umbrella logo.
All right, so
Here, I'll hold it for you.
well, he's got my strap on.
Oh, it comes with a GoPro.
Strap on GoPro.
Because it's a GoPro.
This is.
That was a good prize.
Yeah, right,
We
yeah,
didn't
that-
use this today, but someone. I think maybe I'm gonna volunteer.
I'm too
Ichabod
short, probably, yeah.
to be wearing this tomorrow.
Can't have it-
I'll put it
Brad,
on.
you can't have a short guy with a.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee
GoPro.
it.
I'll be
It's
like,
gonna be
he's taller than I.
Entertaining, but
Yeah, I tower over Kevin.
Yeah, Glenn.
And
Everybody
Glenn.
towers
I'm
over
taller
me.
than both of them.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so I do have an actual umbrella in here,
Open it up.
Look at that. Wow, an umbrella.
and it
ooh,
is.
that's
Oh.
bad luck.
It's an umbrella with the umbrella
Let's see
logo.
if it looks like. Let's see if it has a logo on it. Oh, it does. It
Hope,
says-
hope nobody's superstitious.
Open it up. I think we're past that
It's
stage.
too many games.
Oh my goodness, what is?
This might be chintzy.
Oh, look at that! Look at that, man!
I got one gust of wind.
Straight out of Raccoon City.
Brad, I don't even
Straight
think
out of
I could
Raccoon
use this.
City.
Look at the handle. It's like four inches long.
I don't use umbrellas anyway.
Oh,
But
wow,
All right, so
that is kind of cool though.
let's not hold that against him too much. Let's see what's next.
so we got an
Is
umbrella.
Glenn Powell there? Glenn Powell?
Glenn
It
Powell.
is supposed to rain on Sunday, Kev. So I
Yeah,
will
it
walk
is.
out.
Saturday and Sunday.
I think more Sunday, and I will walk out and just laugh at you while you're getting wet
And then
because
we'll-
you didn't get an
And then
umbrella.
we'll laugh as the wind just carries it into the night. They're like,
My skinny ass will fly off into the sunset.
Biggie D's asking, did Glenn have his arcade control panel there for Golden Tee?
No.
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 So Glenn brought a lot of his like old school. So he brought the Build-A-Cade. He brought the flight stick.
The shotgun I
brought
saw.
the iCarry Warrior package, Brad. and
Dude, the
he-
iCarry Warrior, just playing it that way.
Yeah,
fun.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and Brad, he brought his sending light gun, that rifle.
Shotgun.
Holy
Yeah, that
crap,
shotgun
Brad,
looks cool.
That feels amazing. The amount of weight and the accuracy on that thing is phenomenal. I don't know if you have one on order. I know it's a little expensive, but you're gonna. It's basically sending technology in that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's awesome.
That's cool.
But Brad, speaking of Glenn, he's doing a crazy sale on the Build-A-Cade for 50% off this weekend.
Oh, check it out.
Okay.
I
Oh,
didn't see these.
whoa, okay.
I got a whole.
Well, you
That's
got
about
more.
That's at least
I
a
got a
10,
bunch of
$20.
pins. I can add to
You
my.
got the typewriter so you can save your game.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Typewriter
Oh.
so you can save your game.
Oh, that's bad, dude. This is, and then you got the final boss.
Yeah.
Okay, this is legit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fan.
Hey, let me see.
There you go. And then an extra large.
Glenn found.
Here's the back.
Okay. it's
Wow.
Brad,
Yeah, you got the
24.
you got all the swag.
That's cool. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I think you're
cool.
getting your value for this, Brad. Even though I don't subscribe to all this swag crap. But
Reminds me of like the Morton Salt.
Logo.
that's like
The Morton Salt logo. It looks like
Yeah,
kind of. Huh?
exactly.
It's like a mashup.
Yeah, it's a exactly.
I get it. It's a zombie holding.
Yeah, holding the umbrella, but-
what looks like.
But it's like the
PlayStation
Morton Salt
2 or 1
logo.
controller,
Yeah, but this is the Morton Salt logo.
and the umbrella's going through.
Yeah, that's
pretty
actually pretty
cool.
cool. Because Brad, as you know, they sell all this separate there, but I don't think they sell this shirt
The
or these
backpack,
magnets.
yeah.
They sell other magnets.
And the army bag, dude. The army bag helps out big time for me. That's right, unacceptable fringe. I hit the mother loop.
Well, he paid for the mother load, but at least he got
Yeah.
what he paid for. Because sometimes, Brad, like when I went online, Brad, I looked at all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know what this bag's going to be. I don't pay $200 and something. What if it's like one of those bags that have the drawstrings on it? You know what I mean? So I don't want to pay for that. And then I'm glad that Brad got it. Got his
Guess we
money's worth.
also got this.
Is this your first time
Looks real
opening
good,
it?
Brooklyn.
Oh, did that come in your? Wait, why didn't we get
Oh,
that?
too many games
Oh, it's
poster.
Mario
Oh yeah,
one.
so that's probably up front. I could probably get
Okay.
that too.
But weren't they trying to charge like $10 for
Brad,
this
they were
poster?
charging. So they have prior years versions of this, like the
Uh-huh.
games for like $5. They're really trying to grift you for $5 for like something like that tall. Come on, too many games. There's better values out on the floor.
Yeah, some people are selling some really cool stuff.
Yeah, very reasonably priced stuff too, Brad. If you're in arcades.
That's cool.
Some of the things Kevin and I just got. These are all
that's cool.
these are
Yeah,
all
dude, you get
two-sided.
them
I
hard.
got Toxic Crusaders poster.
Oh, that's
on the
cool.
back. I guess on the back
That's two
will be.
posters.
Yeah. Well, we
Oh, we grabbed them. All.
you're on Brad. So
On
in
the
order
back,
to
you got all the characters.
Okay.
get these, Brad, you're supposed to sign up for a mailing list and take one. But Brooklyn and I, we took a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how it works.
I know how it works.
Kev also.
You gotta hit that
signed
swag.
up for-
Oh, Iron Meat. I need
Whoop,
that
whoop.
one.
Yeah, dude.
You get it. You can get them tomorrow.
Brad, I did something really stupid too. I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
Brooklyn's about to tell you. You
Oh,
can,
it's so funny.
yeah. So they advertise this service. You can put your face on a little bobblehead for free,
I told them no immediately.
but it was sponsored by an insurance company, State Farm. And so I go up there and I'm like, Are you gonna have to run my credit check for this bobblehead? They're like, no, but we are gonna call you for a quote and we need your license. And I'm like, and what's funny is my car insurance quote just came in, and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind if I get a new quote. So I gave him my
I have
life
some
for a
real
little
estate for it, too.
tiny
hard to
bobblehead. It's in my
find
car.
phone
I'll
stuff.
Oh,
send you a
okay.
link.
That's
So,
cool.
In like 2 days, I'm gonna get 18
find
phone
them.
calls from State Farm, and I'm gonna smash that bobblehead right on my.
I was like, Kev,
You're like, what did I do?
Yeah,
Hey, we got
what
Glenn's
did I do?
retro
Glenn
show in the
shot up
chat.
Yeah, Glenn's everywhere. What's up, Glenn?
Woohoo!
Glenn, we're sorry you couldn't be here. We had a great dinner, by the way, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn, we miss you. Hopefully tomorrow we can hook up and kick back with a beer with you. So on me. So hopefully, but yeah, it was so good seeing. Hey, Brad, as we're standing there, people are coming up to Glenn and saying, "Glenn, it's finally good to meet you. I love your products. I got your flight stick. I got your.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It was so cool." And he got RGT to play and those guys to play the gun, and they're like, "Wow,
They were both impressed.
this feels
That's cool.
good."
Yeah. And asking about the game too.
Yeah, they were like, "Whoa, what game is this?" And so Brad, he had Maze of the Kings as the demo, and I guess it's an obscure Sega game, but I've been playing it on the retro shooter. But people were like, "Dude, this game is awesome, and it's even better with the sending rifle."
Oh, I can only imagine. It's probably a blast.
Take over.
Yeah, and it was good to it was good to see Glenn get some shine for his products.
Some attention.
Yeah,
He's
and
got a
he
good
brought his-
position when you go into the convention too, huh? Just like right when you go in.
He's right in
Brad,
the
so
entrance.
you walk in and you got to show your badge, and then you walk down a hallway into the main hall. He's literally the second booth.
You have to
Okay.
see him. Well, you can't
Yeah.
miss
That's
him.
good.
Yeah, you have to see him, and it's so cool.
He's
good.
He's got. They set him up with prime real estate. So
Yeah.
what's cool, if you see from a few years back when I was here, you could see the Miss Pac-Man theme. Too many games, and obviously some of my
It's too shiny.
Juggalo stuff
Yeah.
on there.
Biggie, the Glenn's, the New Wave Toys is in Vegas. I got pictures of it, but I don't think Glenn's control panel is there. One of my Golden Tee buddies, shout out to Vegas Arcade fan, he went there. Brad, the Golden Tee finals are in Vegas this weekend. This is like the Super Bowl for Golden Tee players.
Okay.
And at the hotel, at the Palms, I think they're at this year, they have the New Wave Toys Golden Tee prototype there. And so,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
I'll see if I can pull it up. So Biggie, yes, it is there, but it's not it's not Glenn's. It's the New Wave Toys. It's not the control panel. Here, let me show this. So this is the New Wave Toys prototype at Vegas.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's final, but one of the guys I play Golden Tee with lives in Vegas with Rexer. And Rexer couldn't go because he's on a top secret assignment, so he's not in town right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was cool to see it. And the guy said it looked good. It's nice and big, looks like a real nice New Wave Toys. So I'm assuming they're going to get close to prototyping this and like finalizing it if it's there. So Biggie, yeah, it's not Glenn's. Oh, Brooklyn's firing up the evercade, Brad.
So most of the
He can't sit and talk. He's got to get World Rally 2 going.
most of the game booths have like a lot of Genesis and Nintendo and stuff like that sells.
Yeah, Brad. So when you go in there, the majority of these booths are basically trying to hawk you, NHL 90, 98, NBA Live 96 on the Genesis. The real good stuff, they're behind the case.
Yeah.
Now I don't hunt this stuff, but I was on the hunt for some Wii shooters like Resident Evil, Chronicles, and Dead Space Extraction, and I did find a couple of them, and the prices were like right around market. So they weren't really gouging you, and there is an advantage to just paying market being done and not trying to hunt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, But like anything you were looking for, Brad, like we saw
We got
people
it.
walking out of there with PlayStation VR 2. I saw a guy
All
pull
kind
a
of
Philips
booths, huh?
CDI out of a bag, out of trash bag. Like, where did he get a Philips CDI? It's like, but it's all there.
Well, the important part is, did you see any arcade one-ups? How many arcade one-ups did you see?
Brad, I posted a community post because there was one arcade one-up. It was one of the first gen Pac-Man countercades. Let me see if I can find it. And he won it like $160.
Oh, you saw that? Think about it. It was like
Yeah, here, let me. And of course, Brooklyn's gonna play.
Is that hooked up to that you can put it on the show?
No, because none of us brought a capture card. I thought you were bringing yours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
hold
thought I
on,
was
Brad. I'm
bringing
just
a lot
pulling
of
up
things.
the. Here it is, Brad. Here it is.
Let me see. Wow.
Am I going to qualify?
Look at that.
You still
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, $160, Brad. And I posted my community post. I said, "Do you?"
That's
you
going to
guys,
sit on the table.
I said, yeah. I said, "Do you want to tell them or should I that they should be lowering this to $80 or less?" 100.
Wow.
But no arcade one-ups, no evercade. I seen
It's funny. I did all that coverage of Southern Fried Gaming, and I got a comment from one of the vendors. They're like, "You didn't cover the vendors at all," and I'm like,
Oh.
I mean, they have so many games there. Like, I'm going to be
Yeah.
playing pinball and covering these arcade games.
Yeah,
but
it's like
it is cool. Like, if there's more vendors there, I guess you got to like kind of check it out and see what they got.
Yeah, like Brad, what we were doing, like the cooler stuff and the easy stuff to film, like the arcade marquees and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're video game hunting, they're in bins, and it's hard
Yeah,
to like
since
film
everything's
that
kinda
type of stuff. And like,
disorganized.
no one's gonna sit through and look at 10 Marios in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on some of the cooler stuff, like we definitely filmed those booths. But it's basically a half and half convention, half video games, and then half all the other stuff, marquees, like the guy with the furniture. but it's definitely like plushies, a bunch of
That one giant stand was like all plushies.
Yeah, there was a stand of nothing but pillows, Brad. Some type of pillow technology. I was like,
Wow.
what is this? Like, I'm here for pillows. But yeah, I mean, and sometimes it's cool to just see this stuff. I don't go to conventions.
Yeah.
They're not big here. I know Southern Fried is so big, you probably see this stuff. But it was definitely good to see some of this stuff. I have my eye on a bunch of things I'm going to buy tomorrow. Like, not games, just marquees and shirts and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They have some cool pixel art, 3D printed pixel art. That's really cool, too. We took some video of that.
They used to have a lot of pop culture stuff too at these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the pops and all kinds of like just junk. I don't know what you call. I don't know any other word to call it. Just like a bunch of stuff, like junk.
You know, it's
like
funny,
retro
Brad,
gaming stuff.
As the years go on, those pops become less and less at these shows.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot of pops anymore like you used to 3-4 years ago.
You see the giant walls.
Yeah, those giant walls, Brad, are like gone.
Oh, okay.
So funny.
BAR.
There was a bunch of Atari stuff too, Brad.
Like my first initial and
That's
my
cool.
wife's first initial.
Yeah, the Atari stuff was kind of mixed in. I didn't see a lot of Atari stuff, but there was some nice mitten box stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot. You should do a ton of Nintendo and just Nintendo rules. I mean, Nintendo and Genesis a little bit.
Genesis, I think, and Nintendo were the biggest. But Brad, I was surprised on how many Wii games were there. Because you kind of forget how much shovelware they put out. They put out like 800 games. So like, they're trying to sell Barbie's Adventures by the truckload at these conventions. They're just not going to do it.
I don't know how to play
Just
this.
hit the start button.
Start button. There you go. Should work.
Hit start or
Don't mind Alex, Brad. He's just playing video
They
games.
have
Atari gave us these Super Sprints.
Oh yeah, Brad. Atari was there with their
oh
Super
Neo Sprint.
Yeah.
Neo Sprint.
Neo Sprint.
Yeah,
just came
I've had
out.
that game for a while. It was on the VCS, believe it or not.
Oh, it came out first. On the
Yeah,
VCS,
they had like a
Brad,
real
before?
early version. I've been playing that for a while. Yeah, you use the on the VCS, the joystick turns. That's like your steering wheel.
Oh no way! How does it work? Is it smooth?
It's kind of like the Super Sprint game. It's fun.
Oh nice. Yeah, it's not
I
gonna
have
be
it.
perfect 'cause it's
I
a
bought it
small-
like a long time ago.
And
But I mean, they're releasing on other platforms now.
Is it still $30 on the VCS?
I'm not sure. I don't remember how much I paid when I bought it, but it's all right.
Hold on. Alex is having technical difficulty playing Evercade while we're trying to stream, Brad. Don't mind us.
Brooklyn started it.
Yeah, Brooklyn out of nowhere just puts on the Evercade. Like I guess Brad, you're not good enough. We got
Do
it.
you have a complete set of Evercade cards?
Yeah,
Brett?
I got.
A
Yep,
complete
I have a
set.
complete set. Yeah. Well,
You need to stop by the next Evercadians and just guess.
yeah, we will, Brad. I will. I feel much better now. But it's
okay.
funny because the Evercade came out in 2020, and I just quietly just got it and
Been
played
buying
it, and
them as
bought
they
the
came
cards,
out.
and then
It's kind of a slow drip. Like if you're caught up,
Yes.
I mean, it's like they're talking. Yeah, we're gonna release 2 cartridges in November.
Yep.
It's like that's a very slow drip once you're caught up.
I did let him know today. Our intention was for him to be a part of the Evercadian show since
Yeah, I
day
would
one.
love to have him join us.
That was the
Well,
plan.
yeah, I'm definitely next.
If
on
you
the
can.
next
The
man
4
in.
of us, but yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah.
Check this out. Explain what these are.
Yeah, so some of the cool things at the show, guys, you get to get like some freebies. And one of the better freebies was there's this new kind of technology out there, Brad, where you put this filter into this water bottle, and it's basically like a scent. And it takes your water and it makes it flavored, but there's no calories, no caffeine. There's nothing here, and it's like amazing.
And
The
so
crazy
there's a
looking
dial.
water bottle.
And
You
there's
can turn it up to 10. So of course,
How much
I
flavor
turned
you
it-
want, right?
I turned it
Yeah.
up. I
Yeah.
turned it up
Does
to
it go
10.
up to 11?
we put so Brooklyn and I say let's put it up to 10. We took a drink of this, Brad. It was like throwing a whole thing of Fun Dip in your mouth.
Like fun dip, yeah, like chugging a pixie stick or something. Huh?
Oh, it was crazy.
Is it just water?
Yeah, it's Circle, Jason. That's exactly what it is.
I went back
Circle.
around
Okay.
there, and
Yeah.
I was just mingling with the girl real quick. Kev was asking some questions, and I just, hey, could I have one more box of, the other
Yes.
flavors? So she hooked me up. Each one of these, you could fill this up. She said like it'll give you the flavor for like a gallon of water
Okay.
if you have it. I think I turned mine to
Like
5
you
or
said,
6.
4 or 5, right? Or did you say higher up it'll last for a gallon? Either way, I'm a Circle shill for life, Brad. It tastes
It's good. Okay.
so good, so good. I'll shill them any day if they want to sponsor my little channel. and it's
I
free.
thought Rascal might have had a sponsorship with that company.
I think he
Shotgun
had-
Sean would know. He was doing something like that.
Sean, did your buddy have a Circle? Well, Brad, there are different companies that do
Scott,
this. It's like a
yeah.
new tech. I think Sensi or something. There's a bigger YouTuber called That Was Epic, and he does something with it. So
okay.
yeah, and
That's
it looks
cool.
like Mr. Beast is involved somehow. When you go to their website, his face is there hawking like 18,000 flavors. So I don't know if he's an investor. I don't know, but it's $374 for a cartridge that lasts. What did he say? Like
about a
a
gallon.
gallon of water, which I mean, you can't get a Gatorade. A couple Gatorades
Yeah.
are $3 these days. So that was one of the cooler free things that they've given out. And of course, Brooklyn had to go and get 5 monsters. You know,
Uh-huh.
that they were giving away.
Oh
monsters.
yeah. Hey, wait, man. If it's free, it's free. Now you gotta get them while they're free. You know.
So I was like, dude, let's go around again. I just kept putting them in my bag.
Yeah, we kept going around, and Brad, the first time I'm like, no, I can't drink that. It has 48 carbs in it. That's like 3 days of food for me. So then
Wow.
Brooklyn goes like this, dude, you dummy, I want one. Go back and get one. So we kept going around. Thanks for the monster. Thanks for the monster. So we got like 3 of them in his bag. I'm sure we'll get more tomorrow, but they're giving you the full.
Yeah, I
you know,
like the free monsters. That's always good.
Dude,
when
those
you're at events.
if I drink that, Brad, I'm gonna go right into a heart attack.
You're gonna go berserk
It's
because you're not
crazy.
used to
My
it.
heart just starts going. So I know plus
And you
it's
buy
it's not
used
good on my diet, so I just stay away from that.
You have to filter in your
It's
water, and
crazy.
they're different flavors.
But I
So
thought
you-
the filter
you
had.
know, you
So what
30
what games did he pack for the Evercade? What cards
I-
made the cut?
Yeah, grab
I
the
didn't
yeah.
bring my
So
Evercade.
so Brad, so
I brought his founders edition.
I brought this. This is a steel book you get with the Founders
Okay.
Edition, and inside
Okay,
of
the
here,
fixed card that comes with it.
yeah. So
okay.
I was able to I had to curate. So look, you can put 6 cards in
Oh,
here.
okay. So you kind of
Yeah, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to focus on like co-op games. So I brought the iRem, which has
Okay,
in the
awesome.
Hunt, you know,
Yeah, that's
Root
a good
Patrol,
one.
all those guys. I brought the Data East Collection 1, the Pico, the Topeland, just for the co-op shooters.
Yeah.
And then Technos, because I wanted to play Combat Tribes with Brooklyn.
Oh, Combat Tribes is the bomb. I just
Yeah,
did, I did another video on
I mean,
Combat Tribes.
it's
I love
hard, you know.
Combat
I'm
Tribes.
trying to pack, and I'm standing looking at all the carts, all the 50
I know,
carts, and
like,
I'm like,
what do I wanna
do I
bring?
bring? And it's funny, Brad. I pulled out a couple, and they weren't even opened. I'm like, I gotta open these to bring it.
That was nice. Show that case off, man. That's some serious swag.
yeah.
That's how you pack your carts in style. There, that's the
Yeah,
Founders
yeah.
Edition
so
metal case.
This is one of the cool Founders Edition
Yeah,
things
that's
that they
very
gave you. Really
exclusive.
cool. And you know, when you travel, it's easy to throw 6 of these in. And the Evercade's not a big card, you know, a big system, Brad. It's that big, so.
Oh, I know. It's tiny.
So you know, Alex is here playing.
Yeah, I'm not good at navigating this
Yeah, where are you at? So,
UI.
so Brooklyn or Alex is
So
at the
are
home
these-
screen.
Oh yeah,
They're coming soon. I have them all,
I
but
also got Umbrella Corporation. Gummies.
no way. That was in your thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
put 'em in
cool.
What is that?
He got gummy bears of
gummies.
Umbrella Corporation. I don't know if I'd eat them, but put them in the fridge.
Look at all this freaking candy you bought, dude.
And I bought a couple things of candy. Brad, I'm cheating. I had a thing of licorice
You know what's so
earlier.
funny? So I saw, you know, Kev was like navigating me to where he was in the parking lot because the parking lot is huge. So he flags me down. See, he's walking back to his car. We're meeting. I'm like, Kev, man, your freaking calves are freaking jacked. Dude. He's like, serious? I'm like, yeah, because you know a lot of
I
people
noticed it
a lot
too.
of people
Yeah, I
don't
know.
that Kev's a runner.
Okay, wow.
1,000
Yeah,
miles.
yeah. I run 4 or 5 miles a day, 1,000 miles
Wow.
a year. Yeah.
So I said it. We spend the whole day
Yeah,
together.
listen to this.
Ichabod meets him for the first time. First thing he says, Ichabod's walking behind Kev. He's like, "Damn, Kev, your calves are jacked."
Well, what I asked him was, Kev Gret, are you doing the all calf?
Oh yeah. He said you doing the all
But,
calf
yeah.
workout, but I guess running 1,500 miles over the last year and a half, I guess it does something for you. But Brad, if you stop, they'll catch you. You know what did Satchel Paige say? Don't look back. The bastards will get you. The old baseball player. So I'm on my grind, Brad. I get up every day. I do my 4 miles.
Well, that's great, man. You know, you really lost a lot of weight. You look great, man.
Yeah,
you really,
it's been
I mean,
Fred.
it's
At the
incredible.
end of this
The
year,
transformation
it'll
I've noticed.
To be
It'll be 3 years, Brad, at the end of this year. 3 whole years that I was able to keep 55 pounds off.
That's great, man.
Yeah, so the next thing,
That's
because
it.
my wife said I'm going to start to look sick, so I'm going to start toning up. I'm going to try to get some weight
Yeah.
up here. So that's the next thing. But
Yeah,
it
I've
was
been
funny.
on a strictly donut and beer diet. It's
You're the-
it's working great. I'm feeling great. I feel the best I've ever felt.
They say, Brad, if you feel great, that's all that counts, right? But you're on the donut dodo diet.
Yeah, that's right, man. It kicked me in the chest, when I
Hey, Brad,
poked
you're in a
over.
free judgment zone. I don't care. Like I
I
don't
know.
judge
But that's
anybody.
great,
This
man.
is
That
my
is
own
great.
personal journey, man. So, I
That's
had
great.
some liquors tonight. I once in a while I'll eat something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was eating Twizzlers.
I was eating Twizzlers, everybody, and no Monster though.
That's
But
the nastiest candy.
I did have a salad though for dinner. So
So Brooklyn's going to be live streaming from the event tomorrow.
yeah, Brooklyn,
That'll
you
be
plan to
fun.
go
I'll probably
live
tune in
early
for some of
afternoon.
that.
So the show opens up 11 Eastern time, later than normal. So that's like
Okay.
what, Brad? 10 o'clock your time? I don't know if you're. So it opens at 11. The first panel, I think, I don't know what we're gonna see, but yeah, I think he'll set it up and do his walkthrough. And
They have any like arcade people there, like the NBA Jam guy, or a lot of times they have
no,
different
like
people that are
yeah,
good
Brad. Some of
arcade
that
stuff.
I was looking at the prior years people that have come out, and they'd seem better in prior years, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like bigger, like Scott the Waz was here a couple years ago.
Okay.
The biggest like YouTubers would be RGT,
like
Spawn,
select
Spawn
people.
Wave, and Beat 'em Ups.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't get Scott. Oh, I'm sorry, Angry Video Game Nerd was here.
No, angry video game nerd.
Yeah, but he did
Yeah.
a signing and that's it. Like he wasn't walking around. And his signing, so there's a couple different ways, Brad, that you can get their signings. There's like a private room where you go in and wait. And then there's like booths that are just out. You can just go up to him and say hi.
just
Angry
walk
Video
up to
Game
him.
Nerd gets his priority, and he's in the top secret room that you have to go in and wait. We didn't do it. We wanted to go say hi to him because I like his stuff. But he was like, and it was so packed. Like he was the longest line today to get an autograph, and he was only coming today, so that's why his line was so packed. James was only available today, and he's local, so he comes here every year. And from what Brooklyn was telling me, he walks around the show floor too, but I don't think he did that tonight. He was showing a 10-year anniversary screening of his movie. That
Okay.
movie he did. So that was his
Okay, cool.
big thing he was doing tonight. He was going to come sign autographs and then do his movie. So
Do they have like a bit areas for like console games for you to play and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, we took
Yeah,
Brad.
all kind of stuff.
We saw a Turbo Graphics with Vigilante hooked up,
was
ready to
playing
go.
that.
I took video of it. They had a Neo Geo hooked up.
They had a golf game on it.
It was Turf Masters on it. But yeah, Brad, they had like a section with old classic consoles. But, I didn't see Atari or Coleco or Vectrex. Sometimes they have those type of old school.
They had everything.
Yeah, I like it when they do something with, like this one time I went and they had like 8-player Bomberman on
No
the
way.
Saturn.
Yeah,
And like
that's
it
cool.
had this crazy contraption with all these ways you had to connect the controllers, but they had it all set up. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
They were
that
trying to
would be
make
cool.
sure that people would play
The,
8-player game.
The biggest thing I did see for 8-player was the Mario Kart party tournament or whatever it was. And,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't. But they did have a Tekken tournament where they were playing and they were putting it on the big 100-foot screen
Two
up at
guys
the
that
top.
were playing were on a stage,
Yeah.
and you could see it on the small screens that they were playing on. But then they had a huge,
The big,
stadium
like,
And they
big
had the
screen.
commentary guys doing it, Brad,
Oh,
doing the
wow.
play-by-play. It looked like it was the new Tekken, but I'm not in the Tekken, so I can't say for sure. But it was cool to see like the big. It looked nice up there. So there are tournaments and there's a bunch of things going on, but I didn't see a lot of party play like that. I did see a Guitar Hero section, Rock Band, where everybody was on a different instrument.
Are there any famous arcades near where you're at or anything like that?
We
Any-
looked it
anything?
up. We didn't really.
No, not really.
Well, the
It's
the
sa-
guy that pretty much runs this every year. They just all recently opened an arcade. Yeah, I live in the area, so
Yeah.
and I was supposed to go to the grand opening, and I was going to film it, but that day happened to be, it was like negative degrees out that day. So I wound up not going. But I think a lot of the games from that arcade, some of the ones that
They took some of them and brought them here. Okay.
Yeah.
and that's very close to
Yeah.
where I live.
But Brad, I'm not gonna lie. These were all just beat up. These
Yeah.
look like extras they had in the back, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
But I think they're starting to get like good stuff over there.
Yeah.
It's weird, you know, like remember like because it's in an area where like the stores, remember like real old school where the stores used to have like it would be like you walking in the center, but you got the two glass on the side that you would see like the clothes. Remember, like that's how it was in like in the old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These stores look like that. So
Okay.
you got the glass on the sides, and you could see like they got some of the arcades in there, but they're adding pretty cool stuff. But we also have some other great ones. Gregory, who you'll see a lot in the chat, who potentially might. I've been chatting back and forth with
they
him.
say they can't hear you.
He might be meeting up with us tomorrow. You know.
Is that the Gregory that plays in all the pinball
Yeah.
tournaments?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that'd be cool to meet him.
Yeah, I asked him if he was gonna swing by. He said possibly Saturday. I was like, cool. Just send me a text.
And we're
where
trying,
you're at, and we'll meet up.
and we're trying to see if Herb had some time. Herb Wars to come out. We don't.
Oh,
know if
yeah,
he-
Herb
he
Wars
can
is
come
cool.
out, Brad. He's a little farther than probably Gregory and Alvis. So we're trying to see if he can come out and say hi to
Okay.
us. Yeah.
Me, I literally just go on the back roads to drive here. I don't even have to hit a major.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
about an hour and 15 for me, Brad, which isn't bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not to go to a convention because, you know, living near Philadelphia, you would think we get these things, but we don't. You know, we like
Yeah, nothing comes around.
nothing
here.
comes around in Philadelphia, and if it does, Brad, it's more the pop culture where you're paying $50 to see like Virgil,
Yeah.
you know, Lonely Virgil when he was alive. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, to drive an hour is nothing if this is the only place to get this.
Yeah, it's cool to go to something that's video game themed because there's a lot of Comic Cons and
Yeah,
stuff like that, but
exactly.
that's not really the same thing as something
No,
that's video
and it's
game
like
related.
exactly. That's where you see the wall of pops and
Yeah.
everybody's. Well, I play a lot of this on the handheld, so you might not see.
Of it, Maniac Square.
Yeah, no, not a Maniac Square.
all your cartridges.
Oh. Well, they won't be on here. Oh wait, it's on the cart, not on the. Yeah, you're right.
No, it's not on. It's on the system.
Yeah, but I play a lot of it on the handheld, so my
Yeah,
saves
so
will
if
be
you
on the
took-
handheld.
So if you took your thing off and put it in here, it will not be on there.
Yeah,
Just from what I know.
yeah. So a lot of these will be blank.
Would I have to save that? To,
Brad,
for
where
my
are you at
initials
with your
to stay
evercade
on-
collection? What number are you up to now?
Frets?
Oh man, I got a lot of them. I don't know. I'm looking for the rare stuff.
Yeah,
Anything that's
have
rare, I need to get, man.
Have you started hunting them down, Brad? And
I
seeing
got
what they're
Pico
gonna-
1. I got the Pico 1.
Oh, you did
that
get
was
Pico?
that was the first grail I got. Yeah,
Open that up. See
but I'm hunting
It's only
them.
one. You can throw another one in. Yeah. So, Brad, you need to get ahead and try to guess which ones are going to go out of style, like Atari Lynx and
I
the,
know.
and the Intellivision.
Oh, I need
and get
those. If you find I need the Atari Lynx ones, the
Okay.
1 and 2, and I need obviously Oliver Twins and the
Oh God, I know you want it because it's
the
hunt.
Technos one. I'm looking for too, but
yeah.
you know that's gonna be a hard one
Oh
to
my
get.
God, stop
It's
it.
gonna be
It's
hard to
garbage.
find.
Yeah, Brad. If I see anything Evercade related, I'll price it out. If it's reasonable, I'll just snatch it for you and send it. to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Let me know because I'm on
Yeah.
the hunt for that stuff, man.
I think the two Atari Lynx cartridges they're in my top 10 because I had an Atari Lynx growing up, so I have a fondness for those games, and they put some good games on there. Blue Lightning is awesome. Chips Challenge I think is fantastic. And they got a game on there called Toad Slime World. I don't know if you know that one.
I
Yeah.
finally tried the.
I got some of the ones that are kind of medium rare right now.
Okay.
I have them ordered or I've collected them, but
Sean,
I'm looking
we're
for, I'm
literally,
looking for the
like-
grail, really.
A mile from King of Prussia. Like it's not far at all, Sean, if you know where we're at, right? King of Prussia's only. So I think.
Oh yeah.
I think we're right near the Valley Forge Casino.
Yeah.
And so King of Prussia's right there. So yeah, I don't know if you know the area, but yeah, Jason, growing up, I love my Atari Lynx. I remember playing Clax on it, and you could turn it sideways, Brad. It was like a true vertical mode back then.
That's cool.
Playing Clax sideways, yeah. So if those carts start to, rumblings that they're gonna go extinct, grab them or try to get them.
Yeah, yeah.
This you
Well-
only got with the founders.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's pimping there.
Yeah, that's good. And that
Big
came with a
time pimping.
keychain and the black
Yeah,
version.
I leave all mine in the box at home.
Yeah, nah,
That's
dude,
like,
I'm
screw
using
I
it.
just
Yeah.
bring it out with
Hey,
me.
I'm a hands-on user, Brad. I'm not gonna
That's
just
right,
put it in a glass
man.
case. I'm gonna use
Yeah,
it.
take that with you, man. You gotta be flexing, you know.
Yeah. Brad, I get hit by a car. Someone comes in my house and sells it for $500. What did I get out of it? I'm
What
gonna
do you
use
care?
it.
Exactly. You
My
got
wife
your
will put
enjoyment
that
out
on-
of it when you're at it.
Yeah, my wife won't know. She'll put it on Facebook for $22.
Like, what is this junk? What is this? What is this junk?
Yeah,
Like, you gotta
exactly.
get rid of this crap.
Yeah. I was telling her the other day, Brad, I said, listen, if I die, this right here
let's go.
is worth $500. She goes, okay. I was like,
on.
don't sell this. Because, some guy will come in and just go, eyes will get big. He'll take everything for like 1,000.
That other no.
Especially the Evercade. He'll be
That
like,
other
oh,
toe
I just want the
plant.
Oliver
yeah, you
twins.
want it.
I don't,
Yes,
you can
yes.
have the
Yeah.
rest. Oh, what is
Yeah.
this? Oh, that's $5.
Um,
I hope your wife knows, Brad, if you ever,
Oh, I don't.
label your stuff.
Yeah.
no,
These guys are literally going through and playing. We got the
I like that one
Brad.
too,
We got the
yeah.
Toplin 2 and the Jalico 2 in here at Arcade.
Okay.
So we got Rally Bike Squash,
Thunder Hoops, right?
Thunder Hoop Strikes Back
Thunder Hoops
2,
Strikes Back. That's a good one.
Touch and Go Volleyball, which the iArcade had and
Mm-hmm.
should have released. I love that volleyball game. Twin Cobra.
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame he forgot his power connector because that iRcade would have had everything.
Oh, that's right. That's what he was saying.
Thousands of
Yeah,
games,
he was saying-
probably.
Man, I
Yeah.
wanted to show
1,000
off
plus
some
at
of these-
least.
I was
some of these new
excited.
games
At this
I've been
point.
getting it.
Yeah, I was
I got
excited.
this.
Hey, Kevgreg, you missed it. All the YouTubers had to mention one more time. They're all selling their iRcades. They all made the announcement tonight.
It's
Like they got together and they announced it all at once.
Oh
we were
yeah,
talking
we.
about it at dinner. Just
It's
how
like-
great it is.
It's kind
Yeah,
of funny.
yeah.
It's like right now. It's like you can play all the games on it. Like
Yeah.
all the
There's
games
no-
you ever
there's-
dreamed
there's no
about
limits.
playing.
No FOMO, but you should have kept it.
Yeah, all the games we dream about playing are on it right now, and it's like it's
Brad,
funny.
I
People
didn't
are all
know
selling
this.
them.
The Glenn's rifle that he's putting out, it's iArcade compatible. So
Yeah, it's a
there you
Sended.
go.
They have Sended
Sended
drivers.
technology, so it's compatible. So Brad, who knew that in death you could live more than you ever have?
I know it's better than ever, but
I like it for the all.
you
the
gotta mod it. You
experience.
gotta be willing to get your hands a little dirty and learn how it works.
Yeah.
But once you do, it's pretty incredible.
But Brad, I bought the little mystery encoder
Mm-hmm.
chip, and I have it and I installed it, but I didn't put too much on it. I gotta tell you, I don't mind keeping it stock with the 250 so games
Yeah.
that I have on it, because I went up to it the other day and I'm going through the games. I'm like, holy crap, I forgot John got this. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
this for a little bit. Like, I'm still finding stuff through there that like for example, I play I don't know why, Brad. I played 30 minutes.
I was watching. Big ED wants to know who specifically said they were selling theirs. Well, Michael B and Nostalgia both felt a public service announcement was
Well,
necessary that they were selling their iArcades.
He got 9 of them.
No, didn't he get a new one?
He just got a brand new one.
Yeah, but he got.
And he's selling it.
One too.
Wait, did he get one from the garage guy, Brad? From the
Yeah,
guy
he
that
got
had a
like
unit?
one of the rare ones, one of the ones
Yeah.
that was like real limited.
So he got one
I
just to
want the
say
mutant football one.
there was that guy was selling it in his
Yeah,
garage.
I know. I wanted
It was
that.
maybe the Sydney Hunter. He has one in his background, but it's got to be out the background. It's got to be out the background.
Wait, but is that the one he's selling?
There's
Which
no
one is
money
he
in it.
selling?
There's no money in it. You can't make thumbnails and say the iArcade is awesome, and there's no money in the iArcade. So like, I understand
Do
it
it.
business
Open 'em up,
wise.
man.
If you're
Open 'em
doing
up. Yeah,
YouTube,
it's so funny that it's the best machine, Brad, of anything out today still with the versatility of it
Crazy.
now.
Still the best.
Still the best. And and again, if you had a lot of games and kept it stock, you can walk up to it and still find games you probably haven't played, or you can mod it. And either
Yeah.
way, it's people say, Brad, games disappear. The monitor.
oh yeah, it's the
mine's
brawler one,
perfect.
the Mayhem Brawler.
Mayhem Brawler is amazing.
That's a rare
yeah.
one there.
Yeah. So,
Even
but
if I had
don't
that,
like
I'd
it
never
one-
sell it.
I have Mayhem Brawlers and I still haven't even
See?
played it yet.
I know.
Still
I
haven't
love
even
Mayhem
played it.
Brawlers.
I know, Brett.
And I play my iArcade every day.
exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
I see your streams.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He kept streaming more. But Brad, I guarantee
What's up,
people that have
Carlo?
a lot of games like us.
Mm-hmm.
You can go through and find a game that you bought but forgot to go back and play.
That's
And
true.
I'm like, Like, what the heck? So, but Brad, I have my iArcade here. I got my AtGames Legends there. They're Swiss Army knives.
I know. Once you got coin ops in an iArcade, I mean, there's not
It's
much in
crazy.
arcade that you can't play except for like the very, very last generation.
Exactly.
Like the Thomas Wave stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But other than
And I got
that, you can
and
play
I
it
got
all.
a Steam Deck for that, Brad, if I
Between,
want to
you know.
emulate that. But between the iArcade and the AtGames, you have every single console. You know,
The
I got
AtGames is pretty
I got the
good
retro
by
shooter.
itself. Mhm.
Yeah. I got a Wii in there. I got a retro shooter in there. I got Steam Deck in there.
Carlo, did you find a buyer?
Wait,
Carlo, he's selling his too. He says in the chat, "Don't hate me, I'm selling."
Carl, what are you doing?
He's running out of room.
Yeah, but what do you have? Okay, so Carl, honest question, when you sell that and you make room, what are you putting in its place that's going to take up 1,000 games in a multi-cade fashion? Like, are you?
I mean, it's got several AtGames Legends
Okay,
Ultimates, so
okay.
it's definitely got where you could play a ton of games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The truth is, if I got rid of my iArcade, Brad, I had the AtGames, but I just like it's Dragon's Lair. Like, I like the way it looks.
I do
so.
too. I like the one that I
Yeah.
got. I like the
And the
skin
truth
and
is,
everything.
you know, we got it on the Kickstarter. What am I going to get from my iArcade? It's better to keep it at this point. You're going to get
Yeah.
people don't know what it is. They're going to give you a couple $100, you know, and you're going to give them all your games or something like that. It's like not worth it. So I'm more than happy
It's not
to keep
worth
it.
it.
Yeah.
Then the ones I have seen, the ones that are modded, they want so much for them because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this has everything, you know. But then they
Yeah.
want they're like, oh, it's $800. It's like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's not, you know, I could do it myself, you know.
Yeah, not realizing a few hours of elbow grease, you get everything you want.
It's not that difficult to do
Yeah.
when you've done it before. But,
Well, I mean, I'm glad they're announcing their departures like they're in an airport. Good for them if they want to sell it and let us know. I mean, maybe they can tell us what they had for dinner next week too. I'm very concerned. I want to make sure they're getting their fiber and protein. So please tell us what. Please tell us what you
funny.
ate.
It's like it was almost like a public service announcement. It's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
But hey, more power to you, know.
Hey, good. I mean, I hope they feel good getting it out there. You know, it's cathartic, Brad, to get it out.
It is.
You know?
It is.
Brooklyn's now in the back seat.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I'll let Brooklyn
Me and
drive. I
Kev
took it
drive.
over. Yeah, go ahead, drive.
Brad,
Go ahead.
you announced when you sold your arcade one up, so you know it's all fair.
He did announce it.
Oh
but-
yeah, I did. But
But Brad did it when it wasn't fashionable. Brad.
I did.
started
I got banned.
Yeah.
They didn't
The
like
more
that.
people that know, the more money you can get for it. So
Yeah, Brad. You started a whole turf war with that.
Oh yeah, public enemy number one.
Oh, dude, and then everybody started to do it.
I sold my an arcade one up, not one of the countertops recently, and I met up with the guy. I guess he was relatively new to like kind of home arcades. This was his first arcade one up product. He wound up recognizing me from YouTube.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So, and he really likes Glenn. So he must have seen me when I was on Glenn's show.
That's good.
A while back. So yeah, I said, yeah, I know Glenn really well. And yeah, we wound up chatting. Really nice guy. That was the one thing good about everything I sold was a pain in the ass to sell. But the people that wound up finally buying them and not haggling were people that really wanted.
Yeah, they wanted it. They were happy.
particular thing. So
yeah, I still got to figure out how to. I don't have any bezels. I haven't pushed any bezels yet.
I pushed the bezel for what is it? Battle Shark. It's almost like a multi-tier bezel.
Yeah, it's like a.
Really cool, man.
Got the
That
art.
is one thing you have never seen done on any home arcade. What they're doing
Multiple.
now on arcade. So,
So,
for instance,
bezels
when you
at
play
once.
Spy Hunter in the bezel, depending on what weapon you're using, that weapon lights up on the bezel.
Yeah, they all work. They're
You never
interactive.
see
They
that.
were
It's like
interactive.
working, yeah. They're
Yeah, it's pretty
easy to
cool.
push, dude. I can show you next time I'm over at your house.
Yeah, I just sit. You don't push
You
them the
literally
same way.
you usually just drag and drop them.
but not
the
into
old
your
school.
IR games.
Yeah, and now they got a new tool. They got a Swiss Army tool
There's a
that does
Swiss
it
Army
all.
tool, you can use that, or if
Yeah,
you use the old one,
I'm scared to put that
you
in.
basically just drag.
No,
and
you
drop
want to get
the
that
zip
Swiss Army tool's amazing.
onto a
It's
back
everything
dial,
in one.
and that says push bezel.
Blue Shark.
Pushes it right to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue Shark.
Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
shark bezel looks really
I put
good.
Brooklyn. I put all the bezels on. I mean, it must have took me like I spent days, but I got every bezel that was on there now on there. They look great, man. It just
I know. I mean,
the presentation is killer.
Jason's one of the people like killing it with the
Beautiful,
freaking
yeah,
bezels.
beautiful
I downloaded
artwork.
all
man.
of them.
If you love arcade games,
But it's like some of these bezels, it is the difference between like Battle Zone.
oh yeah,
I mean, come on.
Asteroids Deluxe. It actually has
Asteroids
the back.
Deluxe
It
with
has
the
the
back-
background like the real arcade has. So once you push that with everything, it's great, man. It's a great way to play the game.
I know.
And I like what they're doing on some of them. Kind of like, remember what Michael did with the bezel, where it actually kind of looked
Like a film.
original because
And
it
you
was,
actually see it like when it,
overlaps a
yeah,
little
it was
bit.
like the film that they would put on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually it has the effect of being film. It's really cool. It's
Yeah,
amazing
so
what they're doing.
Some of these games, when you're playing them with the bezels that they're doing, it's like, yeah, you're not going to get this experience of the game because it's almost like part of the game. And it was really impressive what you guys did with Blue Shark with the multi-layer. I see you did like 2 layers of bezels.
I mean, you got to push the ones like for all the games that have backgrounds, like Omega Race. There's a bunch of them that have special backgrounds, and it really makes a big difference when you play the game.
Yeah, I think anyone that gets rid of their iArcade, I just think it's crazy.
It's like if you love arcade games, it's like a
Yeah.
great way to play them. I mean, like
No
if you
offense,
buy things
Sure.
to play games,
Brad, too many people got hung up on a lot of the BS that was being spread about, like Jong.
ColecoVision games and all
Differences
that.
about, like
yeah.
some of them don't realize is we know Jong outside of all of this BS, and we also know that probably like 99% of the stuff that was spread out there is a complete, utter lie, not true, about a lot of stuff. And we could have confirmed a lot of stuff, but we just choose not to always have to be in the middle of
Yeah, I mean,
BS
who
and
wants to be in the
defending
middle of a battleground all the time? And
But
anyway,
everyone can believe what they want to believe.
it's
about
flogging a dead horse at
iArcade
this point.
and why they went out of business and what kind of business they were doing.
They made something that was good, and now it's better than ever, which is the crazy part. If they would have just enabled side loading like it is now,
But a lot of
everyone
this-
would be playing them.
A lot of the stuff that people were being fed out there that they thought was actual truth is not the truth about the actual people and their kind of character. A lot of BS being spread, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's the type of stuff you can do to pretty much anybody
Yeah.
online. You know, you can
Yeah.
spread all kinds of BS.
Yeah, because it takes too much effort to debunk it sometimes.
It's we know stuff is that have been said about us, and we already know. Well, you can pretty much say anything because who's going to go back into history and check? Like
Nobody.
Who goes back 2-3 years and is going to check through every live stream to say, well, that does not match up by watching this. You know, that doesn't seem to be that person's character. So you know, you get people's ear. We were kind of laughing about that on the show because not on the show, just at the restaurant. Like we found it funny that there could be so many shows that go at each other, and you'll see the same people in every chat. And they're all like rah-rahing for everybody, like on all the different things, you know.
That's fine though.
I still think that the reason iArcade went under is just because not enough people knew about it. I think if they had a better way,
It's a bad business
more money
model.
for advertising, or if they had one sitting in Target or in Best Buy, who wouldn't buy that?
It was
an arcade one up.
It's too much about passion and making something great, and not enough about business. You know, the business end of it wasn't good, but the product and what they were trying to do was cool. And
Yeah, in the end,
once
I
it
think
was,
they
basically
really had
unleashed, it was
enough
even
games.
better.
They had enough games. When all those iRooms came out, when the Ninja Baseball Batman, when Time Killers came out, I thought that was going to be a big difference. I thought Time Killers was going to move the needle Apparently, it wasn't as popular as I thought it was. But
I
I
mean-
knew about Time
Yeah,
Killers
you
because it
knew.
was in
Yeah.
local arcades, and I thought that was going to be a banger.
Even
I thought
as
it
an
was a banger.
iArcadian and still to this day, you know, a mega fan of the iArcade, someone that plays it every day, I still don't understand how their business model was going to work.
It was never going to work. It was like bad business. Like you look at the business of it, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, to me, the version of the iArcade that actually works is the evercade. The evercade has 80% of the library of the arcade, and they've
Yeah.
managed to push it down to an economical wide audience by selling a $100 console, Brad. And
Yeah,
$20
physical
games.
media, cheap hardware.
Yes, exactly.
And the iArcade, the hardware got really cheap. I mean, it was down to like $300 for an iArcade. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't imagine the value in that, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
You know
Hell
what?
yeah, Biggie D, all the time.
We didn't utilize the online play on the iArcade.
Yeah.
No, nobody used the online play, and they spent a lot of time and effort on that. Maybe if they had shifted some of that to a different area.
Because everybody,
Yeah.
says
No,
they,
but
everybody said they want it, but then
Everybody,
nobody
yeah, I
uses it.
know. They
Same
said they
thing with
wanted.
Arcade
You
One
couldn't
Up.
find anybody
No,
online.
nobody
Yeah.
uses online, like to the point of that.
Another thing you give it to Evercade is like, you know, you had a lot of similar games, but price wise, you know, you can get the same game on the physical cartridge. Obviously, you're not playing it on an, you know, 3/4 scale arcade with great controls, but for $20, like some of the games, like it would have cost us that to get two of them
Yeah.
for the iArcade.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was still hard for them to stay in business,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think the business model has to work, you know?
Really, like they really needed to have a lot of iArcades out there. And people buy, like almost everybody buying the games religiously, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if the rumors of Arcade One Up is to be believed, big companies can't make it, Brad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point,
who,
Kev Grant.
if Arcade One Up ain't gonna make it, Arcade certainly ain't gonna make it. Toy Shock ain't, and Well Played is definitely not making it. So-
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like Arcade One Up, I think they're starting to become responsible for their own demise
Oh, yeah,
because they made huge mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
I think the football cabinet wound up being a huge financial hit. Probably what it cost them for that, you know,
Who called that one?
NFL license, and then not actually putting out the game that was the actual game. You know, taking away the late hits. And then whatever other issues that had. I think they probably mass.
I think
produced
I think for them they crossed the line when they went to from doing the 80s arcade stuff
Yep.
to pushing the 90s fighting game stuff because that's what the little tiny community that John D was really worshiping and part of. I think it really lost focus of what made him popular in the first place.
He's right.
You know, I mean,
The titles, yep.
they should have focused on 80s arcade and they would have been fine, but they didn't, and it cost them big time.
Again, with that, like I just don't see how you can get excited with the same exact cabinet coming out, whether it's a bigger form factor, what it's just the same thing.
Same thing,
They don't
again
even
and
give
again.
you anything different. Like say
It's the
all
same
right,
piece.
well,
It's the
check it
same
out, you
hardware
get
inside of it. Nothing's
something
different.
new. Yeah, it's just same
Different
thing,
shell.
just different shell. So you're just buying new furniture every year to have the same thing. So yeah, there's just not a lot of excitement. I think the most exciting thing that they did, was their last, light gun cabinet.
Well, people are pretty excited for what's the new cabinet going to be. What's
That Jason says that Think Up lawsuit from a couple months back likely resulted in a loss for a K1-Up. And I've heard from several people that in October, the giant loan they took out is due. And that might be the final death knell of our K1-Up, because you don't see anything happening. I mean, they have pop-ups on their website when you go to it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Again, like crazy pop-ups all over it.
All over it.
They gotta pay for
It's
that
insane.
loan somehow, Brad. A nickel at a time. Every nickel counts.
Brad, you should take out an ad.
Yeah. The Papa Brad Show.
Let's all take out ads. We'll take out, every corner. Like, they literally have that crap over their own stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That would be funny. An iiRcadians ad.
You know, it's funny because a lot of those, a lot of dudes that we butted heads with thought they were better than us because they were repping the bigger company at the time. And now look, you know what I mean? It's not that long later. What is it? A year, a little over a year later, and now you're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't hold funerals and point
Funerals.
I don't know. The Rexer show might have a funeral planned by the end of the year.
Rexer does what Rexer does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I can't announce myself at these shows.
But I don't think Rexer takes it home with him. Just does it and then moves on to the next thing.
It's a shtick.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
I'm sure they can help me out. Just hold the camera smooth,
Putting us to work, Brad. I'm just here to shop.
You're the crew.
Put me to work. What's
Putting you to work, Kev Gret.
Yeah, what the heck? I can work at home. What's he doing?
Yeah, why do I do that? No one's watching anyway. If you did watch this tonight, thank you so much. We will see you the next time.
Brad, big thanks for jumping on tonight. Thanks,
Oh yeah, man.
Right here on the Friday Night Arcade Show. This is Brooklyn Menace with Kev Gret and Ichabod Crane and Papa Brad.
And Papa Brad.
Thank you so much. We will see you next time.
Stay legit.